Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Good to see y'all here on a Sunday afternoon. It's a dreary day.
It's very dreary.
Yesterday was very dreary.
Yes, it was.
Today is dreary.
It's dark in here. Even look at us.
I know it's
brighten us up a little bit.
I can take care of that. But it's How about that? No, how about that right there?
Okay, I'm washed out.
Does that help?
A beer for my birthday.
How
Thank
about
you,
that?
Jonnie.
Hey, a beer for your birthday. Jonnie's Journey. God bless you, Jonnie. Did you see that bulkhead door she created?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you need to go watch it. You need to go watch it. And thank you, Jonnie, for that $10 beer for Miss Barbara on her birthday. And that, of course, conjures up Captain Boney. Thank you, Jonnie.
Absolutely. She says that we're on the speaker in her shop, so we have to behave. I think she means you have to behave.
Well, then I need to probably dump this out.
Oh,
thank you, Jonnie.
Yes, absolutely.
Jonnie's out there making fabulous creations in van life.
Yes, she is.
And she has found her second wind in life. And we know folks who have benefited from her expertise and her creativity. But that you got to go watch that door video.
I'll have to do
that bulkhead door. Point. Yeah. Want to thank all of y'all. Oh my gosh, Dan. Woo-hoo. Speaking of Dan, let's take a look at old Dan with his RV underway cap.
Oh my God. Oh, there he is. Good.
There he is. Dan got his RV underway hat. He won it a couple of weeks back.
Oh, I didn't realize he sent us a picture. That's
he
great.
did.
I love
Congratulations, Dan. And the hat looks good on you, son. And he's working on that RV. He's going to create a dome for his daughter, observation dome.
Okay. I saw him. I mean, I didn't read the whole. I just read that he got his ball cap. That was what was important to me.
Yeah.
But I did see that he put in something about a dome, but I didn't get in that.
She breezed right by that, Dan. But Dan, the vintage RVer, thank you so much for that $20 super chat.
Yeah.
And we will apply that toward one of our military charities or gift it forward one way or the other. But of course, that conjures up once again, Captain Boney. Thank you, Dan.
We got Great Granny Freebird here.
Great Granny Freebird, Miss Barbara, welcome everybody.
We've got Nomadic Rat Pack.
Nomadic Rat Pack.
And of course,
see y'all.
We've talked about Jonnie and we've talked about Dan.
And Roy and Becky's here.
Roy and Becky is here.
Good
and
to see
John
y'all.
From
Over the Hill RV.
Thank you. Over the Hill RV is here.
Excellent.
So yeah.
All right, good. Like we said, the weather is a little dreary.
It really is, and it's been dark. You know, I mean, because it's overcast, but the cloud coverage is so thick and so low.
Yesterday at 2 o'clock, it was dusk.
Yeah,
it was bad. It just gave you a foreboding feeling.
I guess.
But I don't know. I'd like to see some sunshine. But we have a front that's moving in. Cold weather from the north is pushing down. A warm front from the south. It's going to create some hazardous weather in Mississippi and in the western portions of Alabama, probably about Tuesday. So we're going to batten down the hatches and We are here through the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
A few days after Christmas, we'll be right here at the Corps of Engineer Campground, the RV park at Hardridge Creek on Lake Eufaula, our home away from home.
Yep. This is our home camp.
It is.
But
it may always be our pivot point.
well, yeah. I mean, we're going to pivot from here and go down to Florida, then we come back up here as we head out to Louisiana. So we've got quite a few. I think I've got just about everything planned, at least up to the part that we're going to be at Slow Mo's at the end of May. The end of April.
That's all the way through Tampa, down through Florida, Key West for a couple of months, and work our way back up, and then on up into or over to Louisiana.
Right. And
for the Slow Mo crew
rendezvous. And
So we'll be there, and then after that, we'll be heading down to the Gulf Coast because the end of May, we're going to see one of my favorite artists in one of my favorite locations.
Kenny Chesney in Gulf Breeze.
He's going to be at the wharf in Orange Beach.
Beach, Gulf Breeze, Alabama. Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to that. Then after that concert, the next Kenny Chesney concert I need to do will be in Boston. Boston. We got to make it up to Boston. We do like Kenny Chesney. I don't know if you like Kenny, but we're big No Shoes Nation fanatics. We're the No Shoes Navy. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are the No Shoes Navy. We do our best to catch him whenever we can. And I'm yet to see him live.
You saw him live. You just didn't know.
I've been there many times. I've just I don't remember it. So
this one you better remember. And hello to Michael Carter. It's good to have you here today, Michael.
Hey, Michael. Good to see you. That's our son. Lives in Dothan, Alabama. The Aloha Conch also lives in Dothan. That's our other son. And our third son is up in North Carolina.
Yep.
The Wilmington area. And they're going to come home for the holidays. Yes, and we always look forward to seeing them. Sure. Our son and daughter, Navy, Marine Corps. Speaking of which, I had a very busy day yesterday. There's the Aloha Conch.
Yeah. Aloha to you.
Aloha. Had a very busy day yesterday taking care of some business, some Christmas business. And I missed the Navy Army game. I did. I just flat out missed it. I worked well into the night on a project, and I had to get it done, and we got it done. Thank goodness I got it done. But go ahead and give us the breakdown on the Army. Let me just back you up. 4 years. You had Navy won, then Army won, and last year Navy won, and this year
Army won. But it was the first time it went into overtime ever. 2 overtimes.
123 years, and this is the first time it went into overtime at all, but it went into 2 overtimes.
And Navy was going in. They had the ball first on the second overtime. And it was funny because the whole game, it was 3-7. The whole game, it was 10-10 at the end of the game.
Very close, yeah.
And they go into overtime, and bam, bam, both of them get a touchdown. So now we're 17-17. And then Navy had the ball first, and they went ahead, and they tried to get in, and they were right down up between the 3-yard line and the goalpost. And it was, I guess, third down or something like that. And instead of going in, they fumbled the ball.
Oh.
And Army got it. So Army got it.
Kicked the field goal.
And then when they, because it was the end of Navy's possession.
Yeah.
So then they went down and they just kicked the field goal. That's all they needed to do. So.
Aloha Conch, Michael. Go Army. Got to hand it to you.
That was JW.
Well, I know, but Aloha Conch and Michael.
Well,
they both of them went into the Army. So my hat's off to you. Go Army. But it was a good game. I wish I had seen it. I'm going to watch it, although I know the outcome now. But so the past 4 years, it's an even split. Both have 2 wins over the past 4 years. So this year, Army takes it. Next year, Navy will take it. Go Navy, beat Army. And you're probably wondering, 2 Navy veterans, Miss Barbara retired. Why we have, we have a son in the Navy.
We do.
We have a daughter in the Marine Corps, our daughter-in-law. She's our daughter, but she's in the Marine Corps. And we had 2 sons, Michael and JW, there in the chat area that went Army. So
it was like I went Navy because my daddy was in the Army, and I felt like I was in the Army for 18 years.
And I went Navy because my father was Air Force. So I said, hey, I've already done the Air Force. I might as well go Navy.
And yes, Michael, those Wolverines are quite impressive.
Oh, yes.
I really feel that they're going to have a rough time against Georgia. And I'm torn because the only reason I would root for Georgia is because they're an SEC team, and I love my SEC teams. But I might have to go for the Wolverines this year. I may have to do that.
Aloha Conch says, I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see next year. There's always next year.
Always next year.
Always next year. Once again, I want to thank all you folks for being here with us on this Sunday afternoon. I've already mentioned it. Nettie is here. Hello, Nettie. Reach over and poke Mel.
He'll say, what's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with that? Kick him. Go ahead and just kick him. If you've not watched Mel and Nettie's Living Free Zip Codeless, go check them out. They got some great shorts, and they do great videos. We watched, let's talk about some videos. We watched the Wayward Waggs.
Yep.
Dustin and Leslie and Scout, and they did 5 of their couples RV gifts. And that's a great video to check out. Our Epic RV Adventure did a drive through Winter Wonderland Christmas lights in Branson. Go check that out. And Charlie Grace hung out on Broadway in Nashville.
Yeah. I need to go back to Broadway on Nashville.
I know, we like Nashville. I like New Orleans, although it has become the murder capital of the USA.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we need to go back to Nashville.
Yeah. As you can see, merry birthday, Barbara, Miss Barbara. Happy birthday. And she came into this world in 1953. Miss Barbara, how old are you?
I'll be 69.
69 years old.
Years young.
I remember when you used to call bingo in Yokosuka, and all the sailors loved it when Miss Barbara would say, oh, 69.
I was a professional bingo caller.
A professional bingo caller.
Yep.
But she has reached the wonderful age of 69, and she gets better every year.
Thank you.
She does. I get older and grayer every year.
I wear you out.
And she gets younger. As a matter of fact, I was chasing her today.
That's true.
Don't let the cat out of the
bag.
But I know, but we had a fun time today. Bingo. Yeah, she used to call bingo. All the sailors, we'd all go over, have a few drinks and go over to the enlisted man's club and sit around and play bingo before we go out on the haunch in Yokosuka, Japan, and get drunk. And Miss Barbara would call bingo for the MWR. And
most of the bingo players, to be honest now, were, the retirees and the dependent wives and stuff that stayed behind while most of the sailors were gone. There were very few sailors there for the most part. But whenever the Midway was in port, because he was on the Midway, him and his buddies would come just to
hear her say. Go ahead and say it. Say it. Say it the way you used to say it.
I can't do that.
Oh, come on now, baby. She'd pull that little bingo ball out and she'd say,
oh, 69.
And the whole place would erupt.
They would cheer.
And we were crazy.
We had fun.
It was
we had
stupid
fun. It was
and
fun.
it was fun. But
anyway,
Nettie says she loves your hair.
Well, and
I like it getting longer.
yeah, and what I did different, I guess. Well, right now it's because of the humidity, and we were out playing outside, so my
Yeah.
hair's kind of flattened out a little bit. But I washed it with that purple shampoo. I don't do it too often because it dries your hair out.
What do you mean purple shampoo?
That if you know,
Johnny says, oh, 69.
that's right. The purple shampoo, it makes the gray not so dull. It brightens it up a little bit.
Okay.
So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing my gray, and
Adds a shine to the gray,
it
kind of a shimmer.
brings it out a little bit,
Yeah.
so it doesn't look so
Well,
dull.
then I need to use purple on my beard.
You probably could use purple on your beard.
I need a good beard trim. I need to go see my ladies over at Joe Wink's. I had an appointment last week, but we just couldn't.
Oh, well, by the time I finished with my 2 appointments and we had lunch, it was like an extremely
Some
long
shopping
day.
and then,
So
yeah.
we decided to blow it off. So I have to take Kirby.
Nettie says she used purple shampoo.
I do. I like it. I like how it treats your gray, but it does dry your hair out.
Do you know the shampoo I use?
Body wash.
Irish Spring.
Oh.
Whatever soap we have, that's my shampoo.
Well, the soap in there is usually the lever.
Me and Jordan and Maxie wish you a happy birthday. Who is Maxie?
Who's Maxie?
Who is Maxie? Oh, come on now. We got Jordan. That's the rabbit. Tell us about Maxie. That's our son, Michael. He's apparently picked up another. Who is Maxie? What is Maxie? Thank you, Nettie. Hit the thumbs up if y'all would, please. We certainly appreciate it. Again, thank y'all for visiting with us on this Sunday afternoon. We're at the Corps of Engineer Campground, Hardridge Creek on Lake Eufaula. We'll be here through the 28th.
Right.
And then we go back to the Home 20, the Fire Ant Farms, the
Probably
Harvest
for the
Host,
last time.
for the last time. And we've got that thing ready to sail. It's looking good. We got some curb appeal going on. We cleaned everything up, and we're going to go ahead and strike a deal with somebody and walk away from it.
Yeah.
And hit the road full time, although we've really been full time for a couple of years.
Yep. But
Maxie is Jordan's sister bunny. Lord God, now we got 2 of them. At least
that's what happens.
No, at least they're both female.
You hope they're both female. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot more.
Otherwise, you're going to have a baker's dozen in no time. Oh, my gosh, Michael.
Hello, Dennis Breland.
Dennis Breland, happy birthday, Miss Barbara. Let me wish you a happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Her birthday is actually on Tuesday. The 13th. But we're going to celebrate today. We want to thank Johnny's Journey for buying Miss Barbara a beer with a super chat. We want to thank Dan the Vintage RVer for a $20 super chat. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We don't make any money off that. We turn around and re-gift it, or we just donate it to a worthy charity, or we send it toward Wayward Waggs, or we send it toward our Epic RV Adventure, both of who support great charities. But thank you so much for that, Dan and Johnny. What you got?
Dennis says, thank you for the information on the Safety Plus.
Well, you're welcome, Dennis. That was a great video.
That was a good video. Great
I don't
product.
actually have Safety Plus on this RV. This is our third Matilda. And this one is extremely stable. I've never had any problem. So I really haven't ventured out. But our second RV, Matilda 2, the Holiday Rambler, that was the RV we owned when we went to just outside of Atlanta and had the...
we didn't have to put on the Holiday Rambler. We had to put on the Bounder.
No. It wasn't on the Bounder.
Yeah.
It was definitely on the Holiday Rambler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it was our diesel.
You're right.
Yeah. So anyway, that was that video. But you're more than welcome, Dennis. And we've got a lot of other videos on upgrades and fixes and things.
Dan
like
wants
that.
to know when the great solar project is happening.
It is
It's in
constantly.
process.
It's in the process. I now have the. I've got a 4,000 watt with a 7,000 watt peak inverter charger. I now have two 300 amp hour batteries, lithiums. I've got everything I need, with the exception of perhaps some additional cabling and things like that, which I'll have to order as I see when I need it. But I had to order, I ordered 4 more solar panels. So that's 12 total, 1,200 watts of poly. Unfortunately, not mono, but poly. But that'll be 1,200 watts on the roof. And it's just a matter of starting to wire it up. I'm already making space. I've got everything situated. I've got that that design in my head. You know how I want to build the mounts for the batteries. I even, check this out. I've got a 2,000, actually a 2,500 watt inverter at the house.
Okay.
And because I'll be taking the 2 6-volt lead acid batteries out of the current RV, I'm going to repurpose those in Gobi, the Jeep, with a 2,500 watt inverter. So I will have, and go ahead and upgrade the alternator so that I can charge an onboard 120 at about 2,500 watts with 4,000 peak. And that probably means nothing to most of y'all. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to have, I'm going to have power.
Me now.
I'm going to have power in Gobi as well. Well, for instance, just so happens we may have things that need to be charged.
Oh, well, I can understand.
And we're going to be in Key West.
Okay.
With no shore power.
Okay.
That means a draw on Matilda. If I set Gobi up so that she charges the batteries when we drive around Key West, I can then charge some other items that need to be charged from Gobi. What do you think of that?
Okay. Okay.
1,200 watts on the roof, need a radio tower so you can broadcast. You right, Dan?
No, I'm done with radio towers, done with broadcasting.
We talked about that just the other
No,
day,
no.
how I'm so happy I don't have to jump and run when the stations go off the air. And now I just do what I want to, when I want to. Dan, the Vintage RVer, give it to charity, your choice. I trust you both. Thank you, Dan. I'm hoping to LOL, but having them in 2 playpen. 2 rabbits now. Two rabbits, 2 hares.
Nettie, that's exactly my thought. It's beginning to sound a little bit like Back to the Future charging stuff.
Hey, Mr. Fusion.
Yep.
The flux capacitor and the mass spectrographic isotopic double diathermal diaphonoscope. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. All I want to know is that when I'm ready to go with the Jeep, it goes. Okay. It's all this charging.
The Jeep is going to go.
Okay.
The only thing I have to work out is their lead acid batteries, so they have to be vented. I either have to work out a way to mount them outside the Jeep, or if I mount them inside in the back of the Jeep, I have to vent a airtight compartment.
The inverter thingy, battery.
Yeah,
okay.
Batteries. Lead acid batteries, they give off gas, and you just can't have them inside your...
Well, can you put them on that little rack?
Well, that little rack will be something different.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you got to put a rack on the roof.
I already have a rack on the roof. That's for the kayaks. Baby, we got Gobi loaded up.
Goby's ready to go do something.
The batteries will have to go in the back, but they'll have to be in a hermetically sealed container and vented to the atmosphere. So that's all I got to work out. And I bet Jonnie knows how to do that, because she deals with the batteries inside the living compartment a lot. But of course, I'm sorry, most of your batteries, Jonnie, are lithium or gel or something like that. So forgot about that. But I can't afford another lithium ion, so I'm going to just repurpose the 2 lead acid 6-volt golf cart batteries and have some AC power on the Jeep.
Okay.
But that will put a strain on the factory alternator, so you have to upgrade the alternator. We'll need a big antenna on top of the Jeep's roof.
I'm a little worried about your plans for Goby.
A 100,000-watt flamethrower. That's FM radio, boys and girls. So tell us about the day you were born.
I don't remember much about the day.
You don't remember it?
No, that was quite a long time ago. I don't remember the day I was born.
What do you plan to do on your birthday?
I've got a few things I need to learn how to do. I'm going to get some new skills. New skills?
Actually, they're old skills. Relearned.
Relearned.
You know how they say once you learn how to ride a bike, you never forget? Well, you can forget. You can forget. It is possible to forget.
It's possible to forget. Anyway. So other than that,
well, tell us, you've got our travel plans all the way through Louisiana.
Yes.
And the only reason we're going to Louisiana is for the blowhard competition, number 2.
Okay.
The RV air horn competition, which Mel won last time, my foot. And he had an unfair advantage. But we're going back to Louisiana. So just so I know,
okay,
we're right here through the 28th.
Right. That's correct.
In this park.
Yes.
Now, enlighten me and those viewing where we're going, how we're getting there.
We'll be at the house.
We're going to go to the home 20.
For about a week. Then we'll be back here on the lake, finishing up, doctor's appointments and things we need to do. Then we're going to be heading down towards Tallahassee.
Are we staying at the automobile?
Yes.
Hey, we're going to stay at the Harvest Host, the Automobile Museum in Tallahassee. We love that place.
So we're going to be there for a night, and then we're going to go to another Harvest Host.
Okay. Is that a earthworm farm?
No, but it's not a winery either. So anyway, we'll be at another Harvest Host, and then we will be at the RV show in Tampa. We're actually in the little RV rally area. We'll be there for the RV show.
This is our 4th year going.
Yes.
And our 1st year with hookups.
Yeah. But so anyway, we'll be there, and then we leave there, and we're going to take a stop halfway down from Tampa to the Everglades. There's a stop halfway down. We're going to stay at the state park.
All right.
And then after the state park, we'll probably stay. We do have booking at the Miami Everglades 1,000 Trails.
Okay, good.
So
I'm happy we're starting to use those 1,000 trails with a chunk of change.
And then we will head down to Key West. We'll be staying on a military base in Key West.
In Key West with friends.
Yeah. And with we're going to meet some folks down there too.
Absolutely. We've got some RVing Patriot friends who are going to be down there.
Thank you, Diane and Brad.
It's about time now, Diane and Brad and the puppies. Thank y'all so much.
So anyway, then we'll be in Key West for really 7 or 8 weeks. We're going to leave just before the end of March and make our way up, going up through Florida. That'll be another 1,000 trails. And then we will go to we'll be spending about 4 days at Thousand Trails. Then we're going to spend a couple of days at East Bank, Lake Seminole.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we're going to go to Montgomery.
Yeah.
And spend a couple of days in Montgomery.
All right.
Then from Montgomery, we're going to head up to the Thousand Trails that's in Alabama.
North Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay there. Then after that, we're going to Passport America, I think, to Louisiana. Let's see. Bear and Don sold their rig. KT doesn't have the their TS Class A anymore. I don't think it'll make it. So, Ricky, you may be the only one in competition.
Win by default. Also, Jonnie says, absolutely. If you're driving, you should be charging.
You should be charged.
I hear you. You're burning that fuel. Might as well run that alternator and keep those batteries tipped off. Let's see. Yeah, Bear and Don sold their rig.
I thought they got a new rig.
Well, I don't know.
I know they got rid of Xanadu.
Yeah.
And that's why they changed their name. But I thought they got another rig.
Everybody, if you haven't already, say hello to Brad and Diane. It's about time now. If you've not checked out their channel, please do so. Everybody in the chat here is the choir.
Yeah.
So if you don't know somebody in this area and you haven't linked up with them lately, go do so. Some great content out there.
But anyway, so that gets us to Monroe, Louisiana.
All right.
And I really haven't made plans after Monroe, except for I know that we need to be at Orange Beach on the 27th of May.
Right.
And then we'll be back here for 6-month checkups and stuff.
Yeah.
So after we leave Orange Beach, we'll be heading back to Dothan, to this area for just a short period of time. And from there, we'll either go up to Tennessee or we'll go through Texas.
Yeah, Tennessee, Barrett, that is the Gimpy camper, told us about an excellent repairman up in Tennessee that works on slides with water damage. And we happen to have a slide with water damage, and which we happen to be sitting in right now. It's not major water damage, but it is. It causes every time we bring the slide in, one side binds, and it is a bear to get that slide in all the way. I have to actually get out and muscle that thing in while Miss Barbara jiggles the actuator. But it's been a heartache really since we've owned this RV.
It has.
Some days and I really don't think it's the actual moisture damage. I think it's more of a.
Well, the only person that said it was moisture damage was Camping World, because they didn't want to fix it.
They didn't want to fix it. I think it's the actual hydraulic ram. I think it's a two-way ram, pushes and pulls, and this system is it's not a rack and pinion or anything. It's actual hydraulic rams that push and pull. And on the main living room slide, it's a large slide, and one side just comes right on in, and the other side, I mean, it could be lagging by up to 12 inches. I mean, that thing is cattywampus trying to come back in, and it's hard to deal with. So we got to get it fixed. But I think it's the ram. But we're going to make that trip up to. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to live with it till then. But we're going to make that trip up to Tennessee and see Bear's friend up there. Not Bear, I'm sorry, Barrett. Barrett's friend. And at least get the water damage fixed and see if it is the actual ram and get that fixed.
Well, we'll get it done by a professional. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, after we come back here for 6-month checkups and medication prescriptions renewals and stuff like that, see family, check in, then we'll hit the road again. And the only time we come back down here will be for a wedding in October.
We still have not decided on a home base. We hope it'll be North Florida. Move our residency, our domicile, to the panhandle of Florida somewhere after we sell the house.
Okay.
And that'll be our pivot point. And we've got a lot of great friends who have used various mail forwarding and what is that one? Keep forgetting the name of it. Anyway, they help you with your mail. They forward your mail and things like that. But
right now we got to depend on our children. When we leave here, I'm going to do a change of address to Michael's apartment.
Okay.
And he'll have to get escapees.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
So even leaving here, getting closer to selling the house, we actually sold the last. Well, we have a little bit of office furniture that Ricky's put up for sale, but we sold the big dining room and
we've sold really almost everything now.
Yeah, just about everything's been sold out of the house. And this week or
thanks,
so,
Brad
we'll
and Diane and
for
Mel Nettie.
A realtor, and then we're done. We're gonna do all the paperwork with a realtor.
Well, I kind of thought we'd do it, for sale by owner, but yeah.
I like the idea of getting a realtor, even though they get a little bit of your money.
Yeah.
Because they can do all the legal stuff, and nowadays you can pretty much do everything online.
Yeah,
so I
absolutely.
would rather have somebody cross the T's and dot the I's, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But so anyway, yes, we will. It'll be listed before we leave here. Hey, Joe and BJ, thank you, and it's okay that you're late.
Out and about on recumbents. That is our sister and brother out in Colorado. I hope y'all are doing well. Rough period over the past couple of months.
Yep.
And our hearts are with you, and our prayers go out to you. And thank y'all for being here.
And Jody had a birthday not too long ago.
Appreciate it. Happy birthday, Jody.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, you got a call from a longtime Navy friend who was going to wish you a happy birthday early because it was your sister's birthday.
Yeah, I had posted happy birthday to my sister and stuff, and my girlfriend Gail she's in Seattle, outside of Seattle, and she called me, and wished me a happy birthday because it was the anniversary of her father's birthday, and she was thinking that my birthday and her father's birthday were the same day.
Yeah.
Because Gail's birthday and my mother's birthday are the same day.
Take a break. Look,
yes.
RV Destinations and Creations.
Aw, thank you.
It is so good to see you, and I know you got to run, but thank you so much for dropping by. We miss you.
Hey, Rhonda.
I don't know if we're going to be able to see you, Rhonda, at Slow Mo's, but we'd love to.
I see her on Facebook every so often.
Yeah.
So it's good to see you, Rhonda.
Thank you, Rhonda.
You. So sweet.
And I know.
But anyway, so we'll change the mailing address until we make a decision on where to have our domicile. And that means I will leave Michael with boxes and money to send stuff to us.
Look at the booger head over there.
Yeah, Cody's on the couch.
Tell me about your experience today. What the heck happened? She took Cody for a walk and
we went our normal way.
She got spooked.
She did. I was walking Cody, and this was your normal me get a few steps and her take care of business, and we didn't even get halfway done, and all of a sudden she just turned around abruptly, and I thought she was looking for some grass or something, and she just basically stayed in the middle of the road, her tail between her legs,
and took you to the RV
down, shaking, and brought me to the RV. She saw something or heard something. I didn't see anything. I saw squirrels, which I always say no, ignore, no. but she saw something and she was scared, and she came home.
She took you home.
If I had let her off the leash, she would have been straight at the door.
Straight here.
So it was strange. So I don't know what she saw. But yep, Michael will be getting some boxes, some postage and things, and being taking picture of whatever mail I get, so I can decide whether or not I got to take care of it or I pick it up when we come home.
Yep.
But anyway, so after we come back, like I said, we'll either make plans to go up north. And then if we go to Tennessee and Kentucky, because after Tennessee, we got to go to Kentucky. I got a niece up there.
We got some states we need to fill in right here.
States.
We got to get Tennessee up there and West Virginia.
Then we can
Kentucky,
slide over to West Virginia and then go
on up into New England up there.
Or if we decide we don't need, if miracles happen and the RV doesn't need to be looked at in Tennessee, I also want to go to M23. That's
up in Michigan, yeah. We'd love to do that.
I either want to go west a little bit from Tennessee.
That's Bear and Dawn country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want to do M23 this year. I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, those are our plans. And then after M23,
how many folks in the chat, if you're here in the chat, how many folks are going to Tampa this year? To the RV show, let us know. I know a lot of folks who aren't here.
Hey, James.
Hey, James. Good to see you, my friend. That's James Catanese. Everybody say hello to James. We've got a lot of folks. They're in Texas now.
Yeah.
Bear and Dawn. Okay.
I knew they were in Texas.
We've got a lot of folks who are going to be out in Tampa.
Okay. So my niece is in Tennessee and not Kentucky. The bourbon's in Kentucky. After a while you get confused. What can I say? But anyway, yes, we're going to hit a few new states. Come back here maybe again for the holidays or go to Florida.
Take the last train.
Last train to Clarksville.
That's right. I'll meet you in the morning.
James is going to be on a cruise March 12th to 19th.
Good for you, James.
Good.
Have a ball. Eat a lot. That's one thing you do on a cruise, buddy. God dog almighty, the buffets are open all the time.
But, yep. Well, thank you for stopping by, Joe and BJ. You have a great weekend. I know you got errands to run and things to do, but we're really glad you stopped by.
Once again, I want to thank y'all for coming by today and wishing Miss Barbara a happy birthday.
Thank you.
She is, will be on Tuesday, 69 years young.
There you go. I don't have a problem with the number. I just don't want to hear old.
Getting better every year.
Yeah.
She has gotten better every year we've been married.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think you have too.
Making some brownie points.
Anyway.
Got to hook up with Mel and, Nettie. No, not Mel. Nettie to get your nails did.
Yeah, I've been growing them out, and then I did some work around the house. Now they're down to the little nubs. They're slowly growing out. But we'll get rid of the nasty work.
You don't want Mel to do your nails.
What's up with that?
Oh, I don't know. What's up with that? He'll get the toolbox out. Get the grinder.
I don't need that. My nails are very thin. I do think better every year, and I thank you for Nettie for saying looking a young 29.
And Brad and Diane.
Yeah, I do appreciate that because I'm feeling very accomplished with my life.
Good.
What's up with that? He'd want to know what's up with that. And I'd want to know what's up with that. Like, what in the world are you doing? And Mel would be like, well, why not?
Hey, I have a Dremel. I can work on nails.
Well, I would prefer you didn't.
Roy and Becky's between Indiana and Arizona. Are y'all? Did y'all do courtside? Are you doing courtside? Is that where you're headed? Obviously, the big trade-off is in January you either do courtside or you do Tampa. I'm not sure when the Hershey show is.
It's September. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have
August,
to look for
September, somewhere in there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing the Hershey show. Tampa just has.
Thank
the
you,
little
Mel,
home
Nettie. I really appreciate it. I do look very beautiful. Thank you. I'll work on it. It's hard.
But you know, Tampa just is in our. It's like our backyard.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind going up to Hershey. And we had a great time when we did the meetup with the RV Patriots.
Certainly. That was awesome.
So, I mean, I love doing meetups.
Those of you who aren't a member of RV Patriots, it's not really a membership. It's just go to their Facebook page, RVing Patriots, RVING Patriots. And it's just folks who support our military, our first responders, previous military service or no military service, just good patriots. Yep. RVing Patriots. We have fallen in love with that organization and look forward to hooking up with them again at the rally next year. We did the rally with them a couple of months ago in Foley, Alabama. Foley, Alabama.
And that was a nice park too. But Foley, Alabama, and we got to, of course, meet up with Allison and Scott.
Yeah.
And Michael and Shelley.
That's right.
So that was a good little meetup with them too.
Yeah.
And then we headed out here. But
Bumblebee is back on all four now. What was wrong with?
They had to.
Hey,
repairs.
James, no worries, man. We all win.
That's right.
Doesn't matter if Navy or Army wins. We all win. One of the only games, football, college football games, or really sporting events in the world where everyone on that field playing will take a bullet for you and me.
Yep. And everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. But next year, go Navy, beat Army.
Those words go together so well.
That's right. Go Navy, beat Army.
But yeah. Got 12 more minutes, baby. We're at Courtside's becoming residents soon. You guys go to Courtside. We will go to Courtside.
We are.
Day.
We are.
Maybe
it
not.
Won't be in 23, but maybe in 24. The January we'll skip Tampa and go out west.
Yeah, go out west, do Courtside, do all the little western.
Head north and come back across.
That might be a plan for 2024.
That might be a great plan. A great plan. How about you, Brad and Diane? How about y'all up for it? We'll go out to Courtside and then we'll go north and come back across. And what do you say?
They say they want to get back out west.
That's right.
Yeah. And I understand that the Thousand Trails in Gunnison, Colorado is a nice.
Brad and Diane says it's about dinner time. Adios, you two. Thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate it. Yeah, want to get back out west. That might be the way to get there. Of course, if we go to Quartzsite in January and head north and come back across the northern corridor in January, February, boy, it's going to be
Group
bigger.
are caravanning to Alaska in 2024.
Who is?
That's what Jonnie says. They got a caravan going.
Really?
That might be fun.
Oh, that's what we got to do. Alaska has always been our bucket list.
Yeah.
A group of us are caravanning to Alaska in 2024.
Come with. We may have to do that. And you know, if they get tired of us, which won't ever happen.
They can always let the air out of the tires and get 2 days ahead of us.
Yeah, and then we have to go somewhere else. But you never get tired of us. We're good people.
Yeah, no, but Alaska is one of those places. A couple of years ago, we sat down and talked about what our bucket list was.
You laughed at me.
Her bucket
Both of
list.
them.
Her bucket list was to go to Colorado in an RV.
Yeah.
And I
That wasn't
well,
so hard.
actually, her bucket list was to go to Colorado, and I went, "You grew up in Colorado." She goes, "Yeah, but I've never been there in an RV."
That's right.
It was fun, wasn't it?
It was fun.
It was a blast.
June and July of 2024. We may have to do that. Yep.
Oh my gosh, yes.
See?
June and July of 24.
Yeah. And then we can either go down and go through Washington State and Oregon.
We may have so much fun they can't shake us. We'll just follow them from that point on. Go to Alaska, come back, and they can't get rid of us. We're just tagging along.
Maybe that's why people make plans and don't let us know where they're going. Don't let us know. Or they tell us that, they got a family emergency.
A diversion.
A diversion.
We're going to be in New Jersey when they're actually out in Utah.
No, I think we know who we can travel with and we know who we can't travel with. And I think just about everybody here is somebody we could travel with.
I don't know that I've met anybody we couldn't travel with.
No, I guess not.
Have you?
No.
No, come to think of it.
Well, we haven't been with anybody for any real length of time.
We've hung around a lot of folks.
Yeah, but usually only for
I could travel with all of them.
A week or two. I don't know if I could handle somebody for 3 or 4 months. It's basically you do you and we do us.
There's 2 ways to caravan, though.
Yeah.
There is the road train where everybody is together and they're moving as a mass down the highway. And then there is we're all going to meet up in so-and-so in 3 days.
Well, I can do those.
And then you take your time getting to wherever you need to be at your pace. And then you rally for 3 days or 2 days. And then everybody says, well, 4 days from now, we're all going to be in, Boise. Although there ain't shit in Boise. But we're all going to...
Ask Jerry and Teresa.
Jerry and Teresa. We're going to be in Boise in 3 days. So everybody takes their time and you're not in a hurry to make sure you get in line, in the actual caravan or road train down the road. But I like the, hey, we're going to be there in 3 days. We all meet up in 3 days.
Well, that's because we like to travel
at our pace
between 200 and 250 miles a day.
Yeah.
We don't want to go in. And so we would have to take that into consideration.
What'd James say? James.
He says, sounds great about going on the caravan.
That's right.
It does
Sure
sound
is.
great.
You do you and we meet.
There you go.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that. It's fun to have 2 or 3 RVs all headed down the road at the same time. But, everybody travels. If you're traveling 65, 70 in a 70 mile per hour speed zone, I ain't hanging with you. I'm a 55, 60 in a 70. And I am a 50 to 55 in a 65. So I ain't a fast guy. I used to be. Tell them about it, baby. I used to be.
Yeah, but it's so much better when it's slower.
I love it. It's safer too. It's a lot safer.
Yeah, but so anyway, we just everybody has their different way of traveling. So I love the old bomber mission group. We can all hit the same rest stops at once.
Well, like I said, there's fun in that too. But we've only done that a couple of times.
Yeah.
And when I see the RV in front of me easing on off, and I'm just not willing to push that throttle anymore, then I'll meet you when we get there. Yep. So, well, Mel, Nettie, it's not really turtle speed, but it sure ain't the speed limit. I ain't in that hurry. So.
She said, yes, it is about the slow speed. being better. Taking your time.
Slow and steady gets the job done.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. But we absolutely have a great meet up with friends and a great time with everybody. I have not met anybody that I would actually say no, off my list. I haven't met anybody like that.
We ain't met them yet.
Well, true.
He might be out there, but we ain't met them yet. Dan, the vintage RVer, I agree with you. You come around me. Nothing pleases me more than to get on a 4-lane highway. Then I got to worry. Now, it bothers me sometimes when I'm on a 2-lane and I'm doing 55 and everybody behind me wants to do 65, 70 miles an hour. I'm sorry. And I am courteous. I may get to the point where I'll pull over for you and let everybody pass. But the point is, it kind of bothers me. But when I hit a 4-lane and I got 2 lanes to work with, hey, go on. Leave me alone. Go on. Ease on down the road.
I wish JW listened to that advice when he was younger. He got a lead foot.
JW's done good.
He has done very good in the last couple of years.
He's done good. Keep it up, son.
Proud of you.
He was a little prone to...
Well, he always got nervous when somebody got behind him.
Yeah.
And felt like he had to speed up because they were going fast. And I kept saying, let them pass you. It was the thing I'm saying. Don't let it bother you that somebody passes you. He always felt like he had to speed up because they were on his tail. So, no hurry, no worries.
I like that.
We enjoy it very much.
I like that.
But so I'm looking forward to Tuesday, and this has been a great birthday so far. I'm the one who celebrates all month long. So if you miss my birthday today, you can catch me tomorrow or the next day.
Everybody sing along with me.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Barbara. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Merry birthday. Got to share your birthday with Christmas.
Yeah. That's why when I was little, my mama wouldn't put a tree up until after my birthday.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yep.
Didn't want that pomp and circumstance to rob you of a birthday.
I still got like Christmas candy for my birthday present. I still got birthday things for my birthday. But hello, Posh Camping, and thank you.
Posh Cats Camping, Trev and Sue. Thank y'all for being here. Gosh almighty, from across the pond. It's always good to see y'all. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
That's another channel you need to check out.
Yeah.
Whole different kind of RVing over in the UK.
Which I want to do one day.
Oh, that'd be great. Go ahead and fly over to Heathrow or something and find us a place where we can rent a caravan and get out there and do some narrow road RVing.
And then I want to go to Australia and get an RV.
Pick up an RV in New South Wales and drive it all the way over to Western Australia.
Those are like bucket lists that it's way up there.
Several years ago, I can't remember who it was, but they drove up and took an RV up into Norway and watched the Northern Lights.
I think Posh Camps did that.
Oh, it was Posh Camps?
I think Posh Camps. I think so.
Posh Camps? Wow, that was.
But yeah, I
incredible.
Fell in love with that.
I know. Hoping you have a wonderful birthday, Miss Barbara. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Trev, Sue. Again, check out their channel, folks.
Got 1 minute.
Posh Cats Camping. Well,
earlier I saw that Roy and Becky were saying that when they got their little camper.
Yeah.
Speed limit was 55, and they drive it like it's 1968.
Drive it like it's 1968.
55.
Bumblebee. Well, Australia with the RV, just ship it over.
I think I'd rent one when I got there.
Again, happy birthday, Miss Barbara.
Thank
y'all for being here to help wish Miss Barbara a happy birthday. Her birthday is Tuesday, and you'll see her on Facebook and Instagram. So give her a shout out there if you remember it. Want to thank y'all for being here on a Sunday afternoon. We always appreciate the time we get to spend with you guys and just kind of ramble and shoot the breeze with you guys. Okay. Love you. Have a great Sunday and a great week coming up. And until we see you again, fair winds and following seas.